East Hartford, Connecticut, home to the Yukon Huskies, where basketball has a championship pedigree and there's plenty of enthusiasm for football as well. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the Yukon Huskies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Yukon will deliver the opening kickoff, and we'll get this game going. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him in so many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing, tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. The Dogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off play action on first down. Fires to the big fella. Finds a crease at the 20. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing up right now is working beautifully.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia.
The coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
Yukon 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Connecticut's offense has the ball for the first time. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback, because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like one of the best in the country at your spot. So interested to see how this passing attack works while avoiding that guy, because I'm not going after him, Palmer.
Well, I don't think this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this. He definitely hasn't seen a corner with this guy's ability. And so if he is going to try him, he better have really good timing. He better be very accurate. He better not be late throwing out-breaking routes, because this dude will pick him off and take it to the house.
Flushed out of the pocket. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Oh, he's going to remember that one for sure, man. He did a nice job getting outside the pocket, but at that point now, he's got to be on high alert. He knows this defense is going to be coming flying at him. He'll be doing a better job sliding or running out of bounds the next time that happens in this game. I guarantee you that.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Yukon will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quarterback making adjustments. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense, because
he wants to go deep. He's got it inside the 25. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The UConn offense goes back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Used to play fake, now to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He'll field the punt and take it back. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Touchdown Bulldogs! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Burrow. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Give to the running back. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Creates a little room. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. UConn will have to punt it away.
Number 10 in punt formation to kick it away.
Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. He'll keep it himself. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. They'll try the run. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time.
Turning it on. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
To the air on first down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Well, this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. UConn will have to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Spins away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Right on the money. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year. He comes up with a massive play right there.
His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up fourth down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
First play of the drive comes from the 22. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On the run, fires downfield. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
The give to the single back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He lets it fly. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because
he'll take a shot. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Let's go. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
He spins that thing down the middle. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Dogs!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Georgia, 35, UConn,
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. UConn going back to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Back to the ground with the running back. And the run goes nowhere, and that'll send us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, a first half that saw a little bit of everything there in East Hartford. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Rentschler Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The UConn offense goes back to work. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. He might want another play. To the air, it's Duke. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he added the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. From the gun to give, looking for room. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They're working that left side. He gets up to the 15-yard line as they're working their way away from their own end zone. And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Got a little space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Bridges. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Past the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, UConn!
Such a nice job by the wide receiver there on the corner route. He did a nice job off of the stem, not telegraphing where he was going. The defender had no idea, and when he broke to the corner, he created a little bit of separation. There was an accurate throw. He made the catch and then took it into the end zone.
42, UConn 7.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Got it in the middle. It's Hubbard. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Caught in the backfield. It's Hubbard. Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Fighting off the defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Let's send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. Looking to throw. Get it out to the supersonic guy. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Bulldogs have moved it inside the 20. On the move. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. FIU is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. They're trailing by 11 to Jacksonville State. 2 fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The lone back's got it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost one down the sideline. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. UConn will have to punt it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the...
There he goes. Oh, what a cut. He's at the touchdown, Dogs. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
UConn going back to work on offense. Last drive was a quick 3-and-out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged.
He's taking the shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Got the first down, looking for more. Breaks into the open. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
This quarterback is so unique, and he's so special because of his running ability, his wiggle, his speed, and his burst in the open field. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position, and he shows you that on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They'll send the back in motion. wasting no time throwing on this drive. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Under fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll leave it with him. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
You haven't seen that happen too often tonight, taking a loss on a run. This guy's been special. He's been finding ways to get into the second level of this defense, and because of his talent and ability, that's a big reason why they've got the lead right now. You know that's not going to deter them, that last play. They're going to keep handing him the football.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And the defense gets the big third down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on fourth down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. The UConn offense goes back to work. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just...
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far...
Throws toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. UConn will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off.
Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Going right to work up top. Finds his man. It's Bridges. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the party each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.